For 8 years, my wife and I have been bringing shoes down to help the children of Mexico. Any little bit to help those kids is worth our time and effort. And last year, we had 12 extra large hockey bags full of over 700 pairs of shoes. This year, our goal is 1,200 pairs plus socks, school supplies, and clothing. So I'm rebuilding the engine on my truck, and my wife and I are driving 37 hours to Missions, Texas, where a church will take the supplies across the border. Then we'll drive to Mazatlan 13 more hours. There, over the holidays, we will help our family's church in any way we can. But 20 years ago, I wouldn't have lifted a finger for anyone else. I worked long and hard to move up the corporate ladder. That was my one passion. It's what I was really good at. It's what I put first in my life. I was working hours that were just astronomical. I was working from 6 in the morning and sometimes not getting back home till 10:30 at night. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was fun and making a good living for my family. I put everything into it because I knew if I did, I would get the first one to be looked at for a promotion, and it happened quite often. My wife and I, we had some marital problems, and we had issues of not spending time with the kids, family. Didn't have a lot of those moments when you're doing homework with your kid and you get an aha moment with them, and it's those things are gone. You can't get them back, because I just remember mostly work. I achieved something, but it was only for me. It was no one else was there wanting to share that with me. My family, I kind of left behind. There was something stirring inside of me that am I really doing the right thing? Am I actually doing the best for my family? Something had to change. Something really needed to change, and I just didn't know what. At the same time, there was something happening in my family. They were all going to church, and I was being invited every once in a while to go to the Easter or the Christmas, but I saw that they were quite happy with what they were doing, and it still didn't get me, but it started me thinking, am I on the wrong path? Easter of 2001, I was sitting there on the bench listening to the sermon, and I know I heard something, what are you waiting for? What's the big deal? And Henry asked everybody to pray the prayer, and I did in my head. I didn't tell my wife, but she knew. She knew it was a moment. And on the way home, she asked me, and I said yes. And the joy that came from her, it was just tremendous. It was just an affirmation that I'm now on a better path. And I just felt a lot of weight coming off my shoulders, and I have a better pathway to go. And to me, that was worth everything. Everything going forward was meaning I'm going to have a purpose. I don't know what it is, and I'm excited about it. The place we go in Mexico, which is Mazatlan. And when I landed, I came in from the back of Mazatlan going towards the coast. When I was in the Navy, we came in on the coast, so we always saw the shiny side of Mazatlan, or they call it the Golden Zone. And when I was driving in, asked a lot of questions. I said, how come they have so many shacks all over the place? And he says, those aren't shacks, those are houses. And I go, holy jumping, I'm rich compared to what they have. When I got there, I said to my wife, there's got to be something we can do. I don't know what, but that led us to go to the local church there. And we met with the pastor, and we tried to do a lot of work that he asked us that we could do from North America. And we ended up just bringing shoes. And last year, I saw all the shoes that were collected, given to the kids. And I'm going, wow, this is awesome. It's probably better than the best Christmas gift you've ever been given. It's just, they're so happy. And I saw this little girl in a in a pink dress that the mother had dressed up in, probably her best dress at the time, and she got her shoes and I don't remember the Spanish words, but I knew enough Spanish to know that she said that I got new shoes. And if I was to compare my old self to the day I saw that little girl in the pink dress, I would say my heart has grown. It's big, and I just can't tell you how much joy that is to see a kid happy just about a pair of shoes. But it's more than that. It's people caring for them, and they see it, they visibly see it, and they look forward to the bus arriving. And I think that's so cool, and it just makes my heart want to grow even bigger and do even more for that, not for any accolade whatsoever, but because of the sheer joy God gives you when you serve him. God grabbed a hold of my heart. He changed my focus. Now my focus is relationships. It's how I am spending my time. This is my one passion.